All right, so it's been a while, and coming back from vacation, looking at my account, apparently I had some orders that got smashed. So I took some losses, even though I wasn't really paying attention over the weekend. So I probably should have cleared that stuff out before I left. Overnight, I did have a couple of orders on um, not the US 30, not the Dow, but actually on the Russell. I wanted to make it a practice going forward to look at more of the indices and not just get tunnel visioned into one, uh, because they're not as corollary as they once were. I think maybe I'm being biased, right? Recency bias or whatever, but it doesn't seem like they move together as much as they used to, and so I think it warrants a separate look. So what I looked at was the Russell, which had a different level kind of structure, that more of a downtrend structure kind of thing happening than the Nasdaq or the S&P. The Nasdaq and the S&P, I think, because they're the two main ones, look more similar to each other than the others, but the Russell looked slightly different. This didn't reach this high right here wasn't a retest of this high like it was on the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. It actually made itself into that zone. So whereas it ended up, in hindsight being 2020, it ended up all working out anyway for all of the indices. But um, instead of taking the trade here, where it's maybe it's not fresh because it's using up some orders that were left up here as well, I decided to play this area on the Russell because it technically felt more fresh, even though you can make the argument. I think I placed the order before, um, after I saw this, so technically it was maybe a little bit tested, if I'm being, yeah. But anyway, I played this section, this area right here, this rally base drop to a new low. Good formation. It ended up working out. I don't even remember exactly because the tick value on the Russell is a little unclear to me. Let's see, what did I place it at? Probably. So yeah, it was a very small win because I only went for the 1775. I bet I only went for a 3 to 1. So it's probably a $65 win on. Yeah, it's probably a very small win. Um, I'll scale into that bigger as I get more used to the Russell. It's the same with the S&P 500, I think. So it's $1 a point. Easy math. On the US 30, however, I did take a loss because I was playing this support zone to hold up. Didn't quite. Um, and I missed the opportunity to engage in this, drop base drop that made a new low. That was a perfect zone. I missed that completely because I didn't get here fast enough. Um, that would have been a great one. This 500 also held really well. I mean, I could have had that as a counter trend move. That would have gotten a clean 500. Markets are kind of crazy because the rates went up last week. Jerome Powell's announcements really moved the markets downward more, and there's a lot of extra fear with banks failing now. But two banks failed last week, so there's that looming over our heads as technical traders, right? Can't ignore the fundamentals. So I'm easing back into it. I took a small win and a regular loss, so overall it somehow ended up being a little bit profitable. I'm not really too excited about it though. Just trying to use like sports terms, get dust the rust off. um, get my legs underneath me or what have you, and get back into the groove of things.